Alright, sorry. I know this has been all sorts of crazy trying to get this set up the way it needs to be, but we're finally doing the thing. So, we're here. We're out here. I'm getting some good vibes already. We're not blurry anymore, thankfully. Hopefully it stays that way. Make sure you guys are with me. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to try to go all the way back to where we first started. And I'll explain how everything works. So there were a few questions with how the seating is done for the CSL, which is why we're doing this video right now. The way it works is, as you can see on your screen right now, we have the list of teams. My big head is in the way, so I apologize. But we have our teams right here. And if you have competed with us, then you will seed higher than the people that have not seeded with us. And it only happens because you have points and you have a record to go with your team. The teams that haven't competed yet, they don't have a record or points, so you can't really seed them in front of the people that have already. For those teams, you are seeded by your registration time. So the earlier you registered, the higher seed you will be. With that being said, we do this in a snake fashion. So if you've ever done fantasy sports, whether it be baseball, football, soccer, I don't know what fantasy sports are out there, but if you've ever done it, typically it goes in a snake fashion. So you go music down a touch, no problem, let's go. So with those drafts, you start from the first, you go down to the last, and when you get to the next section, you go back to the last, and then up to the first again, and then the first down to the last. That's how it works. So it goes up, down, so that way you're not, like, the first seed doesn't always get the best picks, and so on and so on. So, without further ado, we are going to start putting the teams in where they belong. First up, our number one seed for this event will be Murder Inc. And they will be going into Group 1. I want to make this look pretty. Sorry, you're going to have to bear with me as I do this. Goons will go into Group 2. And then in Group 3 will be Tier 6, who is our third seed. And then number 4 is ECE. If you guys have any questions, please ask away. More for the music? Sure, why not? I'm going to stop and make sure I get thumbs up. If it's too loud still, let me know. Trying to make the adjustments on the fly. I had to zoom in because the resolution was so garbage when we first started. So thank you for all the input. I'm just waiting for everything to update right now. Everything should be good up until this point, I believe. I'll even move these guys down here so that way we can hide this stuff. Now we should be good, I would think. Put it back to 100. All right, so we got our first 4 seeds. We're going to go into our 5th seed here, who is No Sleep. They will be placed into Group 4. Nebula into Group 3. Ace into Group 2. TSA into Group 1. All right. Since we do have 14 teams and 4 groups, there are going to be a few buys. Just putting that out there. I'll even put that in here right now. It's just kind of luck of the draw. That's what happens when we don't get all 16 teams to register. So if you guys know people, tell them to get on in. Get in on the fun. All right, so we stopped at Group 1. Infamous. Added to the mix. NYI to Group 2. Now this is for our newer teams. LSA will be joining the fray in Group 3. Push Gang getting into Group 4. LSA 2 also going into Group 4. And then lastly, Laserbeam Boys going into Group 3. So that means that Groups 1 and Groups 2 will have a single bye in their groups. So this is what we're looking at right now for our teams. Or for our groups, rather. This will be reflected on the bracket. I dare not say what the name of the bracket is, but it will be reflected on the bracket. I believe it's not in this description, but I will make sure that it's in there now, since we've had to restart the stream, and it will be in the description for the event. That much I do know. You should see that pop up probably later on tonight, along with the rest of the events, for making sure that they're scheduled in advance. A little bit of info for you guys. Check-in is at 10 a.m. Starting 10 a.m. I want to keep a tight ship. Gameplay should start at noon. Just gives us enough time to get people in, check in, chrono, and then go over a few rules with everybody. So make sure that you are there early, please, and thank you. Other reminders, if you haven't been paying attention to our Instagram page, then you should make sure that... Did I mess up already? See? This is why I got you guys here in the chat. Because I am not perfect by any means. I try to set things as fast as I can. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm trying to get everything done in a timely manner, especially since I got a baby here at home. So let's see, where you at? Where you at? You are right. Goons are in third. So what we will do, put you there. Bada bing. Bada boom. Problem solved. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. But again, going back to a couple of heads up. If you haven't been paying attention, we did adjust a few rules. There is no longer an out of bounds area for us, so you won't have to worry about stepping on the line or being pulled for going out of bounds. If you aren't a part of our captain's chat, you should hit us up on Instagram. We have a captain from every team that's competing as of right now. So if you're not a part of that chat, please hit us up. We'll get you joined in, and then you can get all the updates as they're happening, and even give input into those. We trying to make sure the field does have turf. No, you cannot use cleats. You should be completely fine with tennis shoes, considering it's indoors. The field's not going to be wet, so you shouldn't be slipping and sliding at all. Tennis shoes will be just fine. If you have a Bifrost tracer, you need to find a way to turn the muzzle flash off. We will be pulling people for that as well. We adjusted major and minor penalties. So major penalties will be, a no-hit call, and I'm trying to remember what I put down. So much is happening. If I'm being completely honest, I forget a lot of it, and I try to refresh the day before. Nickin, hit me up on Instagram, my guy. I will get you in there like swimwear. No problems, no questions asked. You literally just have to send a message to the CSL, not Discord, but Instagram. Be like, hey, I need to join the captain's chat. I am from this team, and I got you covered. But yeah, all the rule changes are up on the website right now. I actually updated the entire rule book, so it reflects all the changes that we've made it up to this point. I don't think we'll be making too many more as the season goes on, considering a lot of the issues that we had, or I should say, the main issues that we had during the Little Roadie Major have already been addressed and covered. So we should be good. Again, I am going to update this, or the groups for the bracket, which you can find on both the website, and it will be in the description of the live stream for the Andrews Major as well. I'm saying a lot of words, so I apologize if this is just getting repetitive or just sounds like I'm blabbling. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop the stream. If you guys have questions, by all means, hit us up on Instagram. You can also leave a comment here, and we can address it as well. Be more than happy to help out or take suggestions on events in general. Until then, good luck to all of you. I will see you on Saturday, and let's keep shit pushing. All right, fellas, take it easy.